Okay, each of these have been sitting out for 4 days. Except this one, which has been sitting for 2 days because you put new vinegar in it. But the other vinegar was for 2 days too. I should have done this one last. Oh, wow.
Look at the difference.
No, Mom, touch it.
Does it feel weird?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's dissolved, the whole entire shell. And it's big and it's yellow. It's bouncy. Boink, 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 boink.
This probably has the egg in it. Okay, we're done. Next, I'm going to remove the eggshells, but this one I'm not going to worry about since the eggshell kind of dissolved. So, okay, this is our second time because the first time we got it wrong. We put 1 vinegar, 1 distilled water, and 1 in corn syrup. And we didn't know we got it wrong. So we put the vinegar one in it again, and we put 2 new ones in vinegar. But then the old one exploded because it was so big and thin. So we're just gonna put these 2 into these 2 because this is just distilled water. We think these 2 have cool effects. Remember how we said the first time we did the one with the old vinegar? This is the one that popped. We're gonna pour it in here. That is the plan, and see how it looks like because we can't see it. Oh,
that's the outside cell. Like, look at it. It's got in 3 different things. It's got like this. What do you call
it? Like skin.
A thin skin, and then there's like this sloppy, gloppy gloop. And then there's this that won't come out of the jar. That's the yolk. We know that that's like, that's the biggest cell that there is. And it's actually solidified, which means that like, normally when we cook this, right, it's like all gooey, but it's actually solid. It's like semi-solid.
Cool.
It feels like jelly. It actually feels like jelly.
Wow.
Okay, so there's our 3 parts that came out of that.
Yep.
Sitting in...
It's good, right?
Sitting in white vinegar way too long.
Yeah, it's good.
But we'll see.
So these 2 are the ones we have to do. The third one, we're still waiting for another day. This is hypotonic and isotonic. This is what we see inside the jar. And we're going to take them out and put them in here and see how much they weigh. Okay. What I see in the jar is that this one, the shells are gone, but the shell is like completely gone. It's just the glue. It's just the yellow stuff. This one, I feel like it's just a regular egg, but a bit bigger. When we take it out, it might be a bit different though. So I'm going to do it now.
Which one was this?
It was hypotonic.
Okay.
It looks like a bit of a sag now with the yellow goop inside it.
The hypertonic was corn syrup, 1 cup of corn syrup. It's just the corn syrup itself.
Well, it may look cool.
Okay. So we're still wetting the corn syrup. Now you can put it into the scale.
Let's see how heavy it is. 1.3. It's not that heavy.
Still 1.3. Okay.
So now we're gonna do isotonic. Isotonic, it's corn syrup and distilled water.
Distilled.
Distilled water.
Distilled water.
It doesn't make a difference.
It comes out a lot different, huh?
Oh wow.
Just a little bit of corn syrup.
It's like bouncy.
Is it bouncy like a ball? Boink, boink, boink.
Feels like a bouncy ball.
Here.
Wow.
2.8.
Yeah.
Twice as much. It is twice as much. All right. So tomorrow, this is the rest of the distilled water. Why don't we give it some more? It's still dissolving. It feels kind of. And see if we can do the last one, which is
I like how bouncy it is.
Hypotonic.
Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Bouncy ball. The other one, is it bouncy?
No.
Yeah.
The other one's a sag.
All right, so that's all we can do for our experiment so far. We'll finish it tomorrow. Okay, feel them both.
I don't like that feeling.
Why don't you like that feeling?
I can't explain it.
Here, let me see. If you pick it up, it's kind of like.
Oh, please don't.
It feels like, now, what do you notice about the cell membrane? This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, the cell membrane.
This is the cell membrane.
It looks
so
like
inside
a
the yolk.
So
it looks like it stayed together, right? But what happened to it?
I don't know.
It became very like that. What? Like what?
It's like
the skin is coming off.
I
Right?
should probably say this. So this is like the cell membrane, I'm kind of guessing, because it's an animal, not a plant, so it could be the cell wall. It looks like the cell membrane is like kind of coming off a bit more.
Mm-hmm. But it hasn't broken.
It hasn't broken, but if you like pick it up like that, it'll break.
You think so? Look, pick it up. I can't see because your hands. There we go. It's not, is it? It's actually pretty strong. It's just.
Yeah, it looks weaker.
It just looks like it's almost like a plastic bag is around it.
Yeah.
But slimy plastic
And
bag.
this,
Okay, this one.
You could see the yolk inside it, first of all.
Yeah. But what's this one feel like?
It just feels like a rubber ball. Nothing different about it.
What's the only difference?
Look at that, right?
What's the only difference between this one and this one?
This one becomes a bag. This one doesn't. It becomes bouncy.
But the isotonic, the only difference is this had water in it, right?
Yeah.
Or what was it? This was
distilled water, but this one did not.
So this one had a little bit of corn syrup, about water, very lot of water, and this one. So this one didn't change very much from its original position when it was just vinegar.
Look at this, right?
Mm-hmm. So and then this was just pure corn syrup. So what do you think is happening here?
So
Why do you think just the pure corn syrup and putting a little corn syrup in water didn't do very much from when it was in vinegar? What do you think? What do you think happened here? What do you think the big addition was? Having it just sitting in that.
this is sugar.
It's all just sugar.
It's all just sugar.
So what are you telling? What are you saying?
Sugar isn't healthy for your kids. It'll break you like this book, yeah.
There we go. Sugar breaks down your cell walls. Shouldn't have too much of it. It breaks things down.
This is the distilled water hypotonic. And the thing is, some of the eggs that we put in the vinegar, some we left them 3 days, some we left them 4, one time we left them 5 days. And then we switched them in here. But the thing is, we didn't measure them before. This is the first one to measure before we put it in here. So the two other ones we didn't put in the beginning weight. We put in the end weight. So we might get this a bit wrong because we don't have the brightest. And yeah, this one kind of reminds me of isotonic, because it's like the same texture kind of, like a rubber ball.
Did the weight change on this one though, since we did it from when we started?
It was both 33.2, 3.2.
It's 3.6 ounces.
Same thing.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Took us long enough.
You, however.
Okay, so here's our school life. Mm-hmm. And this is what life's like. He's doing his schoolwork next to this. And these cats just hang here all day.
They're so cute.
Yeah. Do you have a hard time, Jonathan, concentrating with all these cuteness around you?
No,
No.
you do though.